Hey yogis, welcome to my channel. My name is Brittany Timberlake. Today I am offering a yin-yang practice. It's been a little while since I've offered one of these, so I feel like being a yin rebel again right now. And what I mean by that is typically when we practice yin, we want the muscles, the ligaments, and tissues of the body to be cold. But when my mind feels super busy, I need to move my body a little bit before I can settle down into those more cooling, close to the ground shapes. So take your time to get settled. You shouldn't need any props. We're going to begin in a comfortable seated position. You could be sitting cross-legged or on your shins. Just allowing the eyes to close or having a soft gaze on the floor. Taking notice of your spine. Feeling the spine start to become a little bit stronger, a little bit more erect. The crown of the head reaching up towards the sky. Your shoulder blades falling down and away from your ears. The lower body, the hips and the legs are heavy and rooted. Feeling the weight of your hands on your legs. Connecting to your breath. Feeling the breath move a little bit deeper down into your belly. And maybe your breath becomes a little bit more audible, feeling the slight constriction at the back of the throat. And then allowing this breath to be your anchor, especially for the first slow-moving yang portion of this practice. And we'll open our eyes if they're closed. We'll take our right hand and just reach it towards the floor beside us. Inhaling, the left arm reaches up and over. You can look up towards the sky, keeping the left hip rooted down as you reach. And coming back through center, the left hand comes down towards the floor as you reach the right arm up and over. Coming back through center, and we'll do this again one more time on each side. Feeling the left rib cage expand with each breath in. Maybe you sink a little bit deeper with each breath out. Coming back through center, left hand lands, right arm reaches up and over. Expanding the right rib cage. And then coming back through center, we'll take our hands just onto the legs, starting to round through the spine. Your chin can come in towards the chest. Next breath in, feeling your sternum start to lift up towards the sky. Shoulder blades down and away from your ears. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. And then just moving through a few more of these seated cat-cows at your own pace with your own breath. Warming up the spine. Taking your time. One last cycle. And then just coming back to center. We'll make our way onto all fours. Our knees underneath our hips. Hands underneath the shoulders. Spreading your fingers wide. I'll take our right leg and extend it out behind us, keeping the ball of the foot on the floor to start. And then on the inhale, lifting the right leg. If you like, you could then extend your left arm. So we're in this balancing table. Exhale, the knee comes in towards the elbow. So you're crunching the body small. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch last time. Inhale, reach. Left hand, right knee lands. We'll roll the weight over onto the right side, coming onto the right hand and right knee, extending the left leg out. Sole of the foot is on the ground. Take that left arm up and over, creating this nice side bend for the left side of the body. And then you're welcome to stay here, or you could lift the left leg, bend the left knee, take your left hand and reach for the foot. If you make contact with the foot, start to press the foot away from you. So you create this opening through the front line of the body, the left shoulder. Continuing to press the right hand into the earth. Releasing the grip of the foot if you have it. Slowly turning the body so your left hand and left knee comes back down onto the earth. And just shaking your hips from side to side. You might pause to roll out a wrist or two. Coming back to a neutral table. We'll extend the left leg behind us, ball of the foot on the floor to start. Inhale, the left leg lifts, extending the right arm. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch together. Inhale, reach. One more time. Inhale, reach. And then landing the hand and the knee. We'll start to roll the weight over onto the left side, extending the right leg out, right sole of the foot on the earth. Reaching the right arm up and over. Creating this long line from your right fingertips down to the edge of the right foot. Staying here or starting to lift the right leg, bending the knee. Maybe you reach back for the foot. kicking the foot behind you, opening through the right shoulder, right hip flexors. Releasing the grip of the foot if you have it, and slowly coming back onto all fours. Taking the knees a little bit wider, toes come together as we sink back into child's pose. Letting the arms be soft, the hips sinking down towards the heels. Relaxing your face and your jaw. And we'll take our hands and just walk them over towards the right, sinking the hips back down. Again, we're targeting the left side of the body. One more breath here. And slowly come through center, just walking your hands over to the left, sinking the hips back down. And then when you're ready, just coming back to center, coming onto all fours. And we'll tuck our toes and move into downward dog. So the hips lift up and back. You can pedal out your feet. Inhale, the right leg lifts up. Exhale, knee in towards your chest, placing the right foot by your right hand. And you might have to take a couple steps to get it there. Lowering your left knee. Inhale, the torso and the arms rise up as your hips sink forward and down. Maybe you even look up towards the sky. We'll bring a little bit of movement into the body here. So inhale, reaching up through the fingertips. On the exhale, bend the elbows, the shoulder blades kiss together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus the arms, shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus the arms. And then we'll take our hands down to the earth, planting the left hand. Inhale, the right arm reaches out and up as we come into a low lunge twist. Take that right hand back down onto the earth, tucking your back left toes. We're going to make our way up to a warrior one or a crescent lunge here. Up on the ball of the back foot. Reaching the arms up towards the sky, hips sinking down, strong back leg. Exhaling, coming into a warrior two, opening the hips up to the long edge of the mat. Right arm reaching forward, left arm reaching back. Each breath out, sinking a little bit deeper into that front right knee. Left hand reaches now towards the back of the left leg as we reach the right arm up, reversing our warrior. See if you can find that openness through the right side of the body again. And then coming back to warrior two. Crescent lunge back onto the ball of the left foot. Exhale, planting the hands, stepping the right foot back to meet the left, lowering down through plank on your toes or your knees. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot, leg reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, left knee towards your chest, planting the left foot near your left hand, lowering the right knee. Inhaling, torso and arms rise up. And just taking a couple breaths here to settle the hips down. Feeling that opening through the right hip flexors and quad. And again, bringing a little bit of movement here. Inhale, reaching the fingertips and hands up. Exhale, cactus the arms, shoulder blades kiss together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Last time, inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, plant the hands. Coming into the twist on this side, the left arm reaches out and up. You can choose to look up towards the sky, or it might be more comfortable for your neck to look down towards the earth. Exhaling, taking that left hand and planting it again. Tucking your right toes, lifting your right knee as we come up into a crescent lunge. Arms reaching up, sinking down a little bit more through the hips. Next breath out, dropping the right heel, opening up into warrior two. The torso is over the hips. Your gaze somewhere over your front left hand. Reversing your warrior, right hand reaches down the back leg as you lift your left arm up and back. Opening through the left side of the body. And coming back to warrior two. Coming back onto the ball of the right foot, crescent lunge. Just for a breath. And on the exhale, planting the hands and stepping the left foot back to meet the right. Lowering down through chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale down and come into a child's pose or downward dog. Coming into a downward dog if you're in child's pose. Inhale, the right foot lifts up. Exhale, knee in towards your chest, planting the right foot. And we'll lower the left heel. Hips are aligned towards the front of the mat. Inhale, coming all the way up. Come into this more traditional warrior one. Sinking down through the right hip. We'll take our hands and just clasp them together at the lower back, or you could reach for opposite elbows. Inhale, reaching the sternum up towards the sky. And on the exhale, starting to bring the torso forward and down to the inside of that right leg. So we're creating this big opening through the chest. Could be feeling quite a bit of sensation through the backs of the legs, the hamstrings. The next breath out, we'll release the hands so they come down onto the earth. We'll bring some of the weight here into the right foot, lifting the left leg up and back, keeping the hips level with the ground. If you want to challenge your balance, you could take your hands and hold on to the back of the right leg. And then we'll take this left foot and bring it towards the front of the mat. So both feet are now rooted. And just coming into a deep forward fold. You could have a generous bend through the knees, letting the torso sway. And then we'll walk the feet a little bit wider so the hips can come down as we set up for a low squat or malasana. We'll take our hands together at our heart, pressing the elbows into the inner part of the knees. Your hands in prayer, they come towards your sternum, the hips sinking down, the chest lifting up. Pausing to check in, noticing how it feels to move slowly. Often it's more challenging than moving quickly. We'll take our hands back down onto the earth, slowly lifting the hips back up, walking the feet a little bit closer together. You could have your big toes touch or about hip distance apart. Sinking the hips down, arms reach up as we land in chair. Bring our hands together. Exhaling, hands come down to heart center. Inhale, lift the sternum a little bit more. On the exhale, twist towards the right. Your left elbow hooks the right leg. Coming back to center, staying low in the legs as you inhale again to lift the spine. Exhale, twisting towards the left. Maybe your legs are starting to quiver and shake like mine. Learning to be comfortable with the uncomfortable in these slow flows. Coming back to center, inhaling, reaching up, straightening the legs. You could come into a little bit of a back bend at the top. Exhale, the hands come down by your sides. Might just shake out the feet, the legs. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, hands plant, coming into plank, lowering all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, the left foot lifts up. Exhale, that left knee comes in towards the chest, planting the foot. Right heel lowers, coming into a warrior one as we lift up, sinking into that front knee. Taking the hands down behind the back, again clasping them together or holding on to opposite elbows. Inhale to lift the sternum. Exhale, torso comes forward and then down to the inside of the left leg. We're keeping the left hip moving back, right hip moving forward. Releasing the grip of the hands, bringing them down onto the earth, bringing the weight slowly into that front left foot as we start to draw the right foot and leg up. So in this one-legged forward fold, again, an option to take your hands and hold on to the left calf, challenging your balance. just starting to bend the knees so we can bring that right foot to meet the left. Walking the feet out a little bit wider as we move right into that low squat. Taking our hands together at our heart center in prayer, elbows pressing into the knees. And we'll take our left hand and just reach it off to the left. So we're pressing the left arm into the left side of the leg. Inhale, reaching that right arm up. And you could stay here, or maybe you flip your right palm so it's facing behind you. And take that arm, reaching for the lower back. If you could bind, you can go for that. Just meeting your body where it's at today. Reaching that right arm back up. Bringing the hands back to our heart center. And then taking the right arm out to the side. Reaching the left arm up. Pressing that right arm into the inner part of the right leg. Option to turn the left palm, left hand, and then reaching for the lower back, or binding. And then coming back to center, bring our hands once more together at our sternum. And then on the next exhale, we'll just come down onto our bum. And we're going to move into the yin portion of the practice. So we'll be holding these passive stretches for about 3 to 5 minutes. So we're going to begin here with caterpillar. We'll just take the legs out in front of us. They can be close together or wide apart. Inhale to lift up through the crown of the head, and then exhaling, hinging forward at the hips. The arms are passive by your sides. And if it feels okay for your neck, you could let the spine round and the chin come in towards your chest. Taking notice of how your body feels, how your breath feels, and how your mind feels as we slowly transition from moving to stillness. Start to bring a little bit of weight into your hands as we roll up through the spine. Allowing for a pause at the top. And then leaning back onto the hands, bending your knees. And we'll just let the knees fall from side to side. So we'll change the targeted area of the backs of the legs now to the outer IT band and glute by coming into a sleeping swan. So coming onto all fours, we'll draw the right knee in towards the right wrist, walking the left leg back. Pressing your hands into the earth, just lifting up through the chest, starting with more of an upright position. And on the exhale, coming forward and down, checking in with the right knee. If you have sensitive knees or this is in any way painful for the knee, you could come onto your back into a figure 4, where you would bend the knees and take the right ankle on top of the left thigh. And then draw the left leg in towards you to increase the sensation. And then we'll slowly make our way up. Just tucking the back toes. You could release by coming into a downward dog or a child's pose. Just letting the hips sway from side to side. And then we'll make our way to the other side. So if you come into sleeping swan, just drawing the left knee in towards the left wrist, the right leg inches back, starting with a more upright torso looking up, and then exhaling, coming down. Remembering that you don't have to do the same pose on each side. So if your left knee is more sensitive, maybe this time you come onto your back into a figure 4. And noticing if the mind is really busy, that's normal. Knowing that whenever you're ready to come back to the present moment, you could bring your focus onto the breath, onto sensations in the body. And just slowly taking your time to come out of wherever you are. If you're in sleeping swan, you just take your right leg and swing it around so it comes in front of you. We're going to make our way onto our backs. When you come down onto your back, you can draw the knees in towards the chest. This could just be a loose squeeze or a tight one, rocking side to side. And then letting the soles of the feet land down onto the earth near the bum. We'll shift the weight of the hips just a little bit to the right so we can come into a twist to the left. So you could just stack your knees, or you could take the twisted roots variation where you take your top right leg and wrap it around the left. And you could choose to have your arms reached out into a T shape beside you. Maybe you bend the elbows and cactus the arms. And it's really up to you where you want to let the head fall. To the right, center, or left. On your next exhale, just using the help of your core to draw your legs back to center. And shifting the weight of the hips to the left now as we let the knees either fall stacked to the right or taking the twisted roots variation where we wrap the left leg around the bottom leg. Slowly taking your time to release from the twist. And as we come into our final resting corpse, I'd like to give you the option where you could let the arms and the legs just come out long onto the earth. Or if you want to take a butterfly shape with the legs, you could bring the soles of the feet together and have the knees fall off to the sides. Fall out to the sides. Giving yourself permission to be here fully right now, not worrying about what comes next. Start to bring some awareness back into the body by allowing the inhales to become a little bit deeper, the exhales a little bit longer. Just starting to bring some movement into your fingers and your toes. And drawing the knees in once again towards your chest. And then rolling over onto one side. And then coming slowly all the way up to a seat. We'll take our hands together at our heart as we sit here with a tall spine, soft gaze. Just taking a moment to feel some gratitude for this time that you've taken to take care of you. Thank you so much for sharing your yin-yang practice with me. Namaste.